Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Heidi's Mind, episode 16. I have truly been slacking on these videos, so I'll try to do my best throughout the semester, but it's after church. Church got done at like 10:15, and my church was generous to give us all to-go boxes of a barbecue place nearby, and I just pulled up to work. So before I run into work, I wanted to make another video for this vlog. And one of the questions that we ask in solution-focused theory and counseling is, if you could have the perfect day or if something can change in your life, what would it be? And that was something that I was told to focus on throughout these videos, because we're supposed to create our own solution overall. And something I was thinking about, hopefully I don't get too distracted with people coming into work or out of work, or they think I'm some weirdo talking to my phone, whatever. Society nowadays. But with that, one thing I was thinking about is how I go to church every Sunday, and I don't know about you, but you do your thing and you get this vibe and you get this passion that you want to change, you want to live this way, you want to be around these people, you want to make an impact, and you want to just be like this. You want to change your life completely, like a 180, like, why hasn't my life changed like that? Or why haven't I walk down this path that these Christians seem to be walking down? And one thing I think about all the time is how I wish I were the person other people thought I was. And I'm gonna let that sink in with you for a second. If you think about what I just said, a lot of people think I'm this perfect Christian girl just because I attend church every Sunday and I go to Bible study on Wednesdays, which is on a pause right now but resumes in October. And a lot of people think that I'm just like innocent because I have a firm belief in God, okay? While I have the firm belief, it does not mean that I'm innocent. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean I've lived a perfect life. I've made mistakes. But I don't want to abuse God's grace and constantly make mistakes and be like, oh, God, forgive me, like it's no big deal. And consciously make the decisions of profanity, drinking, like immorality, all these things. Make the decisions when I know in my heart I don't want those things for my life. And it comes down to, what kind of person do you want to be? What lifestyle do you want to have? But it's not so easy sometimes. Sometimes you're faced with the challenge of, I am required to do these things, or I am required to put all of my time into these different jobs because, for example, I have a graduate assistant that pays my tuition, most of it. I have to pay the fees. But still, I'm required to be at Millersville 20 hours a week. I'm required to be in class 9 hours a week. I'm required to be at elementary school 9 hours a week. All of these requirements take up your time, and it's almost like you don't have time anymore unless you prioritize it. In the first week of classes, it was insane, and now I'm kind of getting into a groove of the schedule. But this weekend, I've worked at a bar and restaurant from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, and now today and yesterday, and Friday was 4 p.m. to midnight. It takes up all your time. So it's like, how can I develop myself into the person that I really want to be when I'm putting all my time and effort towards things of the world? And it makes you think, how can you develop yourself into the person you want to be when you're focusing all your time and effort on the other things that do not make you into that person that you want to be or that people think you are? So I've been struggling with that thought because it sounds easy to just drop people and things out of your life in order to become and be at the place you want to be. At the same time, it takes an effort. It's a challenge. It's not going to be easy. But for me, it's like, wow, God is really faithful even when I'm unfaithful. And it's been hitting me because I can feel it in my heart. I get convicted when I'm doing the wrong things. Not a lot of people relate, especially if they're not a Christian, or they may think I'm crazy. But when I do something wrong that is not valued of my faith, or when I do something that isn't creating me into the person I want to be, I can feel it deep in my chest like a heaviness. And I feel so disconnected lately because of the actions I've been taking. How do I change that? Obviously, I feel like I know the right ways, but it's hard to make those right ways because I'm unable to dedicate that time and effort to that. I don't know, one step at a time. So it's a Sunday, and I hope whoever watches this, that you get to kind of implement this question into your life. Like, who are you becoming? What are you dedicating your time to? And one thing I recently heard on a motivational video, that I try to listen to some motivational videos like every day, is write down the people you're hanging out with and think about how are they influencing your life. The top 10 people or 5 people that you've been spending most of your time with, how are those people influencing your life? Are they lifting you up? Are you falling down? And if they're not lifting you up, remove them. And that's so hard to do because I have a generous heart who wants to care for people and be there for people and make friends and continue friendships and relationships. And I don't want to just drop people because I feel bad. They may be in a circumstance where they have nobody there for them but me, or nobody there for them but a couple people, or we have this great connection or something, and you just don't want to drop people and sound so rude. At the same time, how are you going to grow if people are pulling you down? Again, exactly why I'm in this company called Fit Team. I haven't been as involved this semester. Last year, I got to put 14 hours a week towards it. I loved it. I was so involved. I was connected. This semester, I've only been able to put 1 to 2 hours a week in. A week. That's not a lot. But I'm still there. I'm not letting them go because of how much they've impacted my life. I am in a transition stage of life in adolescence where I don't know which direction I will be faced. Whether it be towards counseling, singing, Fit Team, working at this bar and grill, whatever it needs to be. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm going to settle. I don't know where I want to settle. I don't know who it's going to be with. You're in this phase where it's so confusing because you just don't know. But at the same time, it's the perfect time to trust God. And in today's message, he basically said, in the waiting phase is when our true self will reveal. In the waiting phase, how are you going to react? What are you going to do to believe for the best? How are you going to treat other people? Are you going to say, God, why are you doing this to me? Or are you going to say, I trust you, God, and whatever you have planned, I'm just waiting to hear your voice. I'm going to believe that it's whatever it is going to happen. Sometimes I have to loudly proclaim that I am not that I am a child of God and I'm not like the devil's. And some of you watching this may think I'm crazy, but sometimes I have to loudly proclaim that because a lot of stuff in life consume me so much. I get such an anxiety and I'm like, no, devil, you can't have me. I am a child of God. And I have to say this out loud, even in the worst of times, because I'm not going to let that consume me. I don't want to be the world's. I want to be God's. I want to be different. I want to be the light. I want to be an influence and a difference maker everywhere I go, even in the simplest of places like a grocery store. So, throughout these solution-focused theory vlogs, I hope that I'm able to figure this out. My schedule is getting a little bit better to the point where I'm getting 6 hours of sleep a night, which is a start. For those of you that watched the first video, episode 15. But I hope that people keep watching these and that you guys get something out of it that touches you as well, that you can apply. And I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.